extra lit, extra lit, extra lit.
We've been first talking about trying to get you on the podcast forever.
Shit, when did I meet you? Like last year? I think that's when we started talking
2
about
years.
It. Was it 2 years ago?
It was in the middle of the pandemic, like right when the pandemic, like a month or two before it started.
Surely like skewed my time. Like I don't even know.
So like at least 2 years. So what is it? 2019? Would you say?
When it started?
No, like when.
That's when it started, right? No. It started
2020.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I got you in 2020. Like we linked up in 2020 off the Live and Unplugged.
That's when it started?
Yeah.
I could have sworn that started 2021. Hell yeah, it started 2021 because I was broken up with my ex by then.
I love your timestamps.
Timeline, come on.
I love your timestamps. I can't argue with that timestamp. I'm like, damn, all right. That's probably exactly where.
Yeah.
But nah, and I remember you telling me when you pulled up to Live and Unplugged, and you had an outfit on, and you went in the back and changed for a meeting. You did an outfit change, and then because you thought we were live that day, you're ready to go. And we were like, nah, we're just here to discuss
Okay, cool.
what we were going to do.
Yeah,
you were ready.
I think I had some sweats on that day.
Yeah. And the thing that is like, you're still, I was like, okay, she's fucking determined. Like, she had it then. Like, I was like, what the hell does she, I knew you DJ'd.
I believe in costume changes.
No, quick. Like, no, on deck. Pulled up in a Jeep quick,
you
real
feel
fast.
Me, my big boy.
So, nah, like, Crystal, first off, like, well, let's just get into it, man. It's the man with the plan. I ain't Clark Kent, but some of the ladies do call me Superman. It's your boy, Big Cali.
I want one of those. You gotta make me one. Oh my God, you better make me one of them.
I got you. And we here feeling good, feeling great as usual. Coming at you with another one. Very special guest. Someone very dear to me because, one, her story, her hardworking story is very inspiring. We can talk about the fun stuff, like all the turned up, whatever,
right.
Stuff, but to the core of it, this woman's one of the hardest working women I know in the industry.
Thank you.
And literally from the mud, getting it, like still working 7-8 jobs.
I just got back
real
in town.
ones though, like not like just out here. No, like everything's to build this house that we call Crystal, the motherfucking DJ.
Okay, I heard the fuck out of that. That's a fire ass intro.
I got you. How you doing, Crystal?
I'm doing amazing. I'm happy to be here with you. Like, when was the last time we saw each other?
In real life, let's see.
Life, not social media life.
Yeah, social media text. Had to be at least 6-7 months ago. Niggas been busy. I'm surprised you even had time to even pull up on me right now. I'm gonna be real.
Hey man, say man. You tapped in at a good time.
I know, because I wouldn't have even got offended. Like, you're one of the people, like, I'm like, all right, if you say no, it's cool.
I just got back from Vegas.
Like, literally, probably.
Literally.
You still have the bag with the tag from the airport?
That shit's still packed up. Yeah, it's just still packed up.
I love it. What's been going on with you, man?
I just got back from Vegas. We did me and my homegirl Kendi X, shout out to her, singer-songwriter coming up from Long Beach.
Shout him out.
Shout out to her. We just opened up for Kaylin, for and Wally the Sensei at Hard Rock Live, which was really awesome. Yeah, and we just got off tour with Kaylin for too, so like that was pretty dope.
I love the Hard Rock as a venue.
It was pretty dope. I walked up in there like, oh, okay. And then it's like all the costumes and shit around, like everywhere.
I love you said costumes. Jenny, you see the first thing she said, the costumes.
Listen, I noticed all that shit. I love it. It was like a kid in the candy store, like for real. I love shit like that.
That's so tight, man. So like, talk about like how has it been working? Because I know you got West Coast Confidential.
Mm-hmm.
We got your own show, Live and Unplugged.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you got some other stuff you got cooking.
I got some shit. Yeah, man.
I see you on movie sets. I see you on a lot of stuff. You working with everyone.
Yeah.
So how has it been, man?
I be busy as shit. Like, it's really a lot. Like, I gotta make sure I catch some rest for sure sometimes. But I mean, I don't like doing the same shit every day. So that's probably like the main motivator as to why I do so much.
And the thing I love about you is because your name is Crystal the DJ.
Yeah, but you can switch that DJ part out.
You're literally.
Like how I did that?
Yeah, quick. Hey, you see how I lowly muted out? Like, I was like, oh, okay. That's what we doing. All right. You're just going subconsciously. I was like, nah.
Literally.
But look, like, you're not only a DJ.
Yeah.
You do it's interviewing. You're really a journalist. I wouldn't even say podcaster.
Oh yeah, actually.
Or how would you describe it?
Well, I was told that I'm a media personality. Like I couldn't even tell you what it was until someone told me what it was.
Okay.
For real, like, cause we just started interviewing. You feel me? So like, I feel like I technically I'm barely an interviewer or whatever you want to call it, journalist. I'm not. Hell, don't put me in there.
Is that what you wanted to do? Like,
no.
Damn.
To be honest, like I didn't see that in my it just fell into my lap kind of, and I just loved it. I went with it. Like I knew I always wanted to be like a personality though.
Right.
So like I didn't know I was gonna be interviewing people, but like yeah.
Who was it like? What was your first interview and what was your first time of being like a media personality?
My technical first
outside
interview?
of DJing, or did you start DJing first?
I started DJing first, for sure. That's how like I really kind of got myself out there for real.
Got you.
I didn't talk that much at first. Believe
so
it or not.
You're just the DJ, like, you'll pull up, put the music, put the slaps on,
it took me
put the mic down.
Talking. I swear to God, it took me forever to start talking. Like, honestly, like, my ex was my MC for a while.
Respect. I respect that.
He was my MC for a while. And then we started going our separate ways, and I had to figure that shit out. I was like, okay, Crystal, what you gonna do? Don't nobody like a quiet DJ.
Right.
I mean, some people do, but like,
only house music, you can be quiet. But then if you use your voice in house music, you're like,
exactly.
It's like something crazy.
Right. So, speaking of house music, you like what's going on? You like what's going on?
Hey, I'm gonna be real.
How you feel?
All right. I called it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey,
I told
it was coming.
All right, look, you were there, Crystal. You remember we were live and unplugged. We were back in the backstage area, whatever. Yeah. And I had my laptop up and I was downloading.
Oh God, I remember that.
House music.
I remember that. Oh, I remember that exact moment. Okay,
and I told you, I was like, look, I gotta stock up. It's coming.
I remember that.
I was like, the wave. And everybody was like, why are you listening to this? I was like, bro, you gotta have all this on deck.
I mean, how can you not listen to it? It's actually really fire. It's so fire. I'm glad that Drake and Beyonce, of course, are shining more light onto that. Like, and bringing
Did you expect that album though?
From Drake?
Like when you
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I didn't expect it, but I loved it off the bat. Like I was like really surprised that people were like, "Oh, it's mid." I'm like, "Nah, y'all gonna catch up in a minute.
Y'all gonna party on both." That's what I say. You don't have really rich friends.
He said y'all don't party on both.
If you have rich friends, you understand that album.
When I tell you.
You understand the album if you have rich friends.
All the right people like it. So if you ain't one of them, you ain't one of them. It's simple as that. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't.
That's why I love when Drake was like, hey, sometimes we just move past y'all.
What is me? We'll wait for you to catch up. We'll wait for you to catch up.
We'll wait for you to catch up. So it's like, you know, I'm not there yet. So I understand it.
You feel me? Y'all gone.
And look, as a DJ, I played it like
caviar over here, baby.
Hello.
I
played it like, let's see. I did 3 gigs this past week. Mm-hmm. I played Sticky at least 4 times around.
Sticky's gone.
Beyonce's back-to-back with that. And I hate, because I'm not even going to bring up another podcast, but another podcast that I like listening to that's popular literally gave the craziest take on Beyonce. I was like, hey, it was a mid-beat. It was cool. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
She's like over, like, what?
It's Beyonce. Like, it's a dance track. It's for the club. It's for dancing. But she's saying something positive. Like, you'll never take you'll never.
If you like listen to the lyrics, it's all positive. Like,
niggas don't want to be positive though.
I mean, I like the track. I like it a lot. It's all over TikTok. It's a vibe. I'm here for it.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm looking forward to her album.
All right.
Why you? Oh dang, that side was so excited.
Here's where I'm at with it. I'm excited for the album, but I wish she just dropped it. Like I hate the build up for it.
Because like
the more weeks that go by, all the Beyonce fans are now getting super charged up. And if it doesn't hit at that level, I think
it's going to. It's Beyonce.
You're right.
But then again, I'm not
Did
gonna
you
cap.
like the Lion King album?
I was about to say I'm not gonna cap. I didn't like the gift. I didn't care.
I
didn't like the gift personally.
I knew it.
Like she had some tracks,
It was the same type of rollout though. Like I was ready for it. I was like, oh, the Lion King movie coming out. Beyonce did the
I'm not ashamed to say that. Yeah, I didn't really care for it that much.
I tried to watch it when I was with the homegirl. We were at the crib. We put it on and I don't know. We watched it on Disney Plus. It was cool for a minute. It was a vibe.
I mean, I didn't rewatch it, so that's how I know I didn't care for it.
I love it. Anyway.
Yeah.
Moving along, though. Because we'll go into a rabbit hole. Me and you would go into a whole...
Talk about some music.
It's DJ shit.
You know?
Because you're a real authentic DJ.
I love music.
You do. Where did that come from? Did you grow up in like a musical household?
I mean, you know the typical like Saturday, Sunday morning, mama making you clean up and stuff. They got some good music on. Like I loved Earth, Wind, and Fire. My parents always play
Let's
Earth,
go.
Wind, and Fire. But that's like on the more musicality, like the more that kind of side. But they also play like Cube and like just NWA type shit.
Sounds like a classic West Coast home.
West Coast home.
Where'd you grow up
My daddy from Texas though. So
wow.
Yeah, my daddy from Texas. for sure. My mom's from Compton.
Gotcha.
Around that era,
My
like
dad's
she
from
knew
Louisiana. My mom's from Watts.
Okay,
That's
so you
very
get it. You
interesting.
get it. You
I never
get
thought
it.
about it. It's
You
a
get
very, you'll listen to some blues one day
You get it.
and some jazz, and then you literally listen to Quick
My music
first thing in the
taste is
morning.
different,
Yeah.
for sure.
Were you like one of them kids that was playing music for all the adults, like at the party?
Yeah.
I felt it.
To this day, like still, like I just did my uncle's birthday party. They actually just booked me for another party in like August. Like
Talk about
like,
it.
Every people like 50 plus. They was
Hey.
like, can you book me? Can you do a party? I was like, I don't know if I can do
Do
a
you have
party.
cards?
Like, I'd be nervous. No, I'd be like, get my Instagram if you ain't with the time.
Thank you. Oh my. Okay, look. Thank you. I'm so glad we talked about this.
We're not in the card era. Like, come on now, that's so outdated. It's 2022. Like,
Hey.
if you're not like, if anything, I'm with the little tap on the phone
Yes.
or whatever, airdrop my shit. But like, it's 2022. Why are we
Talk
still
about
like
it.
wasting paper? Like,
Hey.
fuck.
These.
It's so much.
I'm not talking shit because I love my older generation folk.
I'm just being real.
They have great parties. They pay very well. They pay on time. Sometimes early.
Maybe I'll get them eventually.
Yeah, but come on. They always like, hey, my brother, so you got a card for me?
Are you
I'll be
actually use that
I'm
card?
like, I don't have a card. They be like, so why you ain't got a card? Like, you call
Like, you
yourself a DJ?
And they try to discount your whole service.
Like everything I've done sucked down
You're
just
not a
because I
real
don't
DJ
have a
'cause
piece
you don't
of
have a
paper
card. Exactly.
that has my name and my number. So I'm sorry.
I'll write it on a napkin. What you want? Come on now.
Because you know why I'm so bad about cards? When I first started DJing, I bought 1,000 cards. I did the Vista,
Maybe
whatever.
one of them Vistaprint.
Yeah, did the whole thing, right? Printed them out. I gave them out. I was like at school, like in college, not even college, excuse me. I was out of college. Huh?
Who like actually goes back and looks at the cards?
No
like,
one. I didn't get one gig from them.
Yeah. It'd be like
I never
word of
got.
mouth mostly.
I never got a. Hey, what's up? Is this Big Cali? Hey, I got your card right here, and I
Oh
was
my God,
wondering.
oh my God, you sound like the radio.
Yeah.
You
That's
sound
what I
like,
did.
you know that song, Kiss Kiss by Chris Brown? You sounded like
Yeah.
that guy in the beginning.
Oh yeah. He's like, welcome right now to Nappy Boy Radio. I'm telling you, I always look. That was my dream to do radio, so I always talk like that.
Okay, period.
People
so
say
this
that all
is
the
why
time.
you're doing podcasts and stuff right now. Come on, Big Cali World, period.
Talk about it. We here. So back to what we were saying with you. I want to know, like, where did it start at DJing? Like, where did you pick that up?
Okay.
Did you just buy some? Did you
No.
inherit some?
Nah, I really got this shit out the mud. Let me tell you. So
Talk about it.
let me tell you. So I went to San Diego State University.
Shout out San Diego State.
You know,
First off,
Aztecs. So you know, people as soon as you tell them you go to San Diego State, oh, it's a party school. It's a party. It's a party school. It's
It
for
is.
Sure. I used to be so in and out. Like every school is a party school. No, San Diego State, it's up there.
very
I
good
definitely
parties.
was
It's
very-
this close to TJ too.
Listen,
so if you're really trying
okay, I didn't do that in college. Like I just went to like Rosarito like recently, maybe like 2020. That was my first time in Mexico. I was so scared to go in college. My mom gave me this craziest like story about Mexico.
You gonna get kidnapped.
You're gonna get your head chopped off. They're gonna like. I was like, okay, I'm not going. I'm not going. I was so
You were
scared.
right there too.
I was right there.
You could have went.
You could take the trolley to TJ. Yeah, that same trolley I was taking to the mall. You could take us to TJ. Like
You're just like, nah.
I was so good. My mom scared the hell out of me. But when I grew up, I was like, fuck everything. I'm gonna go.
I love it.
But so yeah, party school, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going. I'm like super lit. And then when I graduate, you know, I'm still going to parties or whatever, like the little frat parties, in LA. And then I met a DJ. He was into me, but he was like too young for me. So I kind of used him. Sorry, Brandon. I kind of used him.
Damn.
Kind of used him to like for his equipment. Like I would drive all the way from LA to Pomona.
Yeah.
That's where he went to school. And I used some of his equipment just to like practice and shit. And then, yeah, it kind of started there. Like I get like as far as me literally physically going, but I was inspired by like Vashti Cola. You know her?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Do I know Vashti?
I was inspired by her. Like that's when
First
I
off,
realized
that was
I
one of
wanted
my
to do it.
first female DJ crushes.
Really?
Back because she
Yo, she's
dated
dope.
Pharrell back in the day.
Okay, a lot of people don't know that or
And
don't
like
remember.
she was just like, who is this bad brown skin that actually
She
is
was stylish
spinning?
as fuck. Like I fuck with her because she like
Yeah.
was multifaceted like I am. Like I was really inspired by
Facts.
her because she was a video director. Like she actually directed Kendrick's video. Fuck, what was it? What was the one with the brown skin?
I know.
Poetic Justice. I think she directed Poetic Justice.
We can check on that.
Sure.
We can fact check
Yeah,
that.
we
It's
gonna
okay.
fact
We
check
don't
it.
have fact checkers on Big Cali World. That ain't in the budget quite yet.
I'm pretty sure it's
Put it in
that,
the comments.
but-
Let us know.
I think that's what it is. But she directed one of Kendrick's videos. So I was just really inspired. Like she like was a shoe designer.
I'm gonna say she has a
Very
Jordan
cheesy.
too.
A Jordan 2. Yeah, literally the number 2. She did the she did the number 2 Jordan. And then a Lady Mae side note is going crazy with the Jordan remakes right now.
No,
So,
for sure.
yeah, she's fire. But anyway, yeah.
I hate
Backstreet
y'all don't
Boys
make
is
size
good.
15s, but we just gonna talk about it later.
Okay, listen, women used to get some of the worst freaking colorways because they
Look.
thought we liked fucking like dumbass fucking bubblegum pink with polka dot. Like,
Yeah.
no, give me
Yeah.
the same shoes that the niggas is getting. Goddamn.
I can't lie. I remember back in high school, the girls when the 11s came out, and all of them had like the cool grays, and everybody had like the Concords, and I was like, dang, she's bad, and she got the Concords.
Fire.
Like it was like a whole different like team, like a whole different one, man.
Okay, as long as you got them fresh ass J's on, for sure. Before hypebeast culture started.
See, and then there we go. But
Yeah.
people don't even know about your fashion background either, and what you do is
Yeah.
style. Like, see, we're gonna touch on. So hold on. See, we'll go on the rabbit holes. Go back to DJing. So we're at San Diego State.
San Diego State.
You're
I
out there,
graduated
Boom.
by then. Met the DJ guy. He was into me. I wasn't into him, but I used him a little bit. Sorry, Brandon, again.
Love a recap.
I love you. You're dope. I love you so. Yeah, and it kind of went from there. I was taking gigs for like little to no money. Like I was just really hungry.
Facts.
I
What was some of your first gigs? Like, if you remember, like, what were like house parties?
It was, I did a couple house parties. I did a lot of like pop-up shops. Just like
Boutiques?
reaching out, just like reaching out to people like, hey, do you need a DJ? They would have sometimes like a little budget for it. Like I would do like some shit for like $150 for like 5 hours. And like nowadays, that's for me, like that's.
We're not gonna go there. We're not gonna talk about nowadays price.
I wish you would ask me that question. I was like, I don't know.
That's not even a deposit.
That's like asking me to do it for free.
Exactly. It's gonna cost $150 for you to get there. See,
You
that's
feel
what
me?
people
When
don't
I got a
understand.
Jeep, baby,
We're
that's
not
gas
gonna go,
money.
we're gonna go down this rabbit hole. First off, you're gonna get us liquored up, so we can't drive. So we gotta catch an Uber. That's already 100, low key. If you just
Listen.
want to be that guy, 100.
Don't ask me to bring my equipment. Because then there's another fee. I'm like, and it really is not even the fact that I
Go ahead
can't
and talk
bring
your
it.
shit. I'm gonna put the microphone away. Just go.
I mean,
Just
it's
go.
not
ahead
the fact that I can't bring it. It's just look at me. I'm small. Like I got a big ass speaker that half my size. Like I'm walking.
They want
to
you to
and
bring
from.
2 PA speakers, and
You
they want
feel
you
me?
to bust out the controller.
I got my controller,
and
my
the
computer,
mixer.
my mixer. Like I got the like fucking thing that you stand it on.
You got it.
like,
250, 8 hours.
You gotta get the little. You feel me? 258 hours. Nah, man.
And they got
but back
requests.
then, I
And they
was
got
with it.
requests for the last 3 hours of the whole set.
I mean, hey, like back then I was with it. I did Juice World.
Facts.
I did a Juice World pop up, and that,
Oh,
like I was
shit.
really hungry for it. And that was
That's
before he passed away. Yeah, so
Wow,
it was like
RIP.
me like willing. That would be my like advice to any up and coming DJ now is to like still be willing to pull up and deliver. You feel me?
Facts.
I added like initially it was just the pull up, but I added the deliver part later on in my career because I realized like you can pull up all you want to, but if you're not doing your job well,
Yeah.
like it don't matter whether you pulled up or not. You feel me? So like pull up and deliver is what I say. Like, and you have to understand your worth.
Especially as a female DJ too. I'll just say it. Real
Oh
talk.
yeah, I mean yeah,
It's
for
real.
sure. I get that a lot. Like people be like, "Oh my god, you're like actually good." I'm like, "What the fuck? That's rude."
It's fucked up.
The
It's
fuck?
fucked
That's
up.
rude. But I mean,
That's
I'm
like
not
you
even,
talk good for a black guy.
Like what the fuck?
Like, what does that mean?
That's such a backhanded compliment.
Yeah,
like,
like-
what the fuck? Like, but
Yeah.
I could understand because I have seen some like female DJs. I won't say any names, but I've seen some DJs where they're just cute. Like they don't really care about the music. They just care about like just looking cute there. Like
Right.
you got the juice a little bit because you
Right.
DJing a little bit, but it's still about getting the job done. And I feel like that's what separates me from the next person, the next woman, the next male. I don't even care who you are. Like,
I was gonna say
you
that.
feel me? I'd be
because
better than a lot of some of these niggas.
I was gonna say that because honestly, your cuts, your transitions. I'm good at cutting transitions, but I can't do a lot of things you do. And I'll just say that real nigga shit, because it's just I saw you just warming up, playing around, like, all right, let me see if these songs work. And you went through 6 songs in like 3 minutes. Just like boom, 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 45 seconds, next song. 1 minute, next song, boom, cut it out, boom.
You wanna know where I
cut
got
it-
that from?
Where?
I mean, even though it was just warming up, but like I had to learn how to do that shit real time because when I was at the strip club DJing,
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
That's where I learned it. Learned it for sure, because you
Strip
can
club
only
DJing.
play a certain amount of time.
Yeah. Like the owner, so before I DJed at V Live.
Shout out V Live.
Shout out to
That was a
V-Live.
time in life.
Shout out DC for letting me DJ. Like I don't think there's not a lot of female strip club DJs. There's
Nah.
one I fuck with that's in like Texas. Her name is DJ Neka. She's fire as fuck. She sound like you would think that it's a guy like up there talking and like DJing, but she's really like it's a girl. She's going the fuck in, like really like I was like, damn bitch, okay, period.
That's what's up.
Yeah, Sky High Baby out here in LA doing her shit too. She's a badass female DJ doing the strip club shit. But anyway, I'm at V Live or whatever, and you know I'm coming from parties and nightclubs and shit like that. That's not the same as strip club DJing at all.
What's the difference to you? What'd you say? Just quickly, a quick for a normal person that goes to these places but don't really probably recognize
like genre-wise
or even style-wise. Because I have my opinion, but I think it's a difference. It's just like strip club DJing, I feel, is way more like it's a purpose for everything you're doing.
You have intention, for sure. The goal is to get these niggas to spend money.
Exactly.
Period, point blank. That is the goal. It's not for anybody to dance, party. I mean, the girls are obviously going to dance because it's music playing. That's their job. But the goal is to get these men to spend their money. Men or women, to be honest, because it's some boss bitches that come in the club.
Talk about it.
Going crazy, you feel me? Like, it'll be a night where niggas is holding their money hostage. A woman come up in there, throw out her shit, now all the niggas throwing shit because now they feel threatened. She came up in here throwing the money, now I got to throw some money type shit.
Do you see stuff like that and then it like triggers your music selection? You're like, okay, niggas is throwing
you gotta pay attention.
It's time to go into like the bag.
You gotta pay attention. Like, you gotta read the room. Definitely, it's like playing football. You're the quarterback. Like, you gotta read everything. You feel me? Like, DJ, oh God, as the DJ, you the quarterback of the whole night type shit.
Talk about
it. You feel me? You gotta like read the room. You gotta understand when to play what. You gotta know who's in the room type shit and where they from type shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? You gotta see if it's a fight going on at the other side of the door.
Hey,
you feel me?
I was talking to the homie. He was like, would you start your set with Knuck If You Buck, like out the gate? And I was like,
why not?
Yes, I would, but you're setting yourself up for a certain vibe.
Oh God.
And you have to stay in that pocket for at least like...
You gotta read the room.
Like, it's hard to get out of that bubble out the gate because you get people's like adrenaline that high. Because if you're good and you do a good intro, it's gonna get cracking.
That's really a hard question to answer though, because you never know. I personally never know what song I'm gonna start out with on any of my sets ever.
Thank you for saying that, because I say that to people and they think I'm trying to be funny, like I'm
trying
to lie,
deadass.
like I'm trying to sound cool, like a DJ. Like, I don't know what are you about to play. I'm like vibes. Like it's really that. I have no idea what I'm gonna play when I first go in there. Like, and I think that's kind of like some people's downfall by walking in the room already having your setup, your lineup, or whatever the fuck set. You feel me? Because that might not be what that crowd is feeling. You feel me? Like I know recently I did Kenway's Memorial Day party at the W on the rooftop. Shout out to Kenway. He throws amazing parties. I had to go after DJ Vision. Yeah, that reaction right there. Ooh,
that reaction
that ain't
right
just
there.
any.
That's not no regular. Vision. That's not no regular DJ. You feel me? DJ Vision really be going the fuck in. Like,
no, these are real certified. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, Crystal isn't just like a name. Like, this is somebody, I seen her cut. I seen her work a party. She hopped on my controller at a party.
Oh, yeah.
And used my playlist. Didn't even know what I had. She was just like, okay, I can go in this pocket. And it just rocked it. And I was on the mic and it just went up.
I remember that night.
It was beautiful.
Was that MJ's birthday?
That was MJ's birthday. Yeah, MJ's birthday. Shout out MJ. Shout out Rob.
Yeah. Going after DJ Vision. Someone definitely told me, was like, damn, like they did you dirty putting you at the Vision. I was like, I mean, and then I got on there and then I fucking killed that shit. Can't wait. He hit me like the next day, like, yo, my brother said you did fucking amazing, like shit like that. So I was like, so dope. That's really reassuring.
Isn't it like I don't know, you play sports or if you know any like competitive, like it's like, okay. That's why
you
gonna put me in a championship game right now? Yeah. Right now is the game?
Yeah.
All right, it's time.
I was very competitive growing up. Like I played softball. I played baseball too, shit with the dudes. Like I was very competitive growing up. So any obstacle I see, like it's a challenge, let me try it. Let me see what's up. Like I know somebody like told me they were scared to go after DJ Artistic. And I was like, shit, put me behind him. I don't give a fuck. Like that's the homie now. Like that's the homie, you feel me? Like it's just iron sharpens iron.
You know what's funny? It's like I kind of, when people say things like that, I kind of look at them like, well, what do you do it for?
What's
like, don't you want to be that? Not that. I don't want to be artistic, but it's like, why not though?
Why not? Like,
why not these niggas is actually very, very good at what they do. They're like, oh, you sound just like this. Well, fuck it. Hopefully, I can put my twist on it. But in the end, at the bare minimum, if I could shoot for that, why not? Even like charisma, like hard. Like,
girl, love her. Love her. Like,
I've seen her kill parties since I was young to now.
I be like, my life is so surreal right now. Like just for me to even have these people texting my phone. Like sometimes like Charisma will text me I'll be like, what the fuck? Like,
That's so tight.
that's a flex or what? And I'm flexing on myself. Like,
Right.
bitch, what the fuck? Like 5 years ago when you started, like,
It's like they're your peers now.
they're my peers now. And I still see them as my big homies. DJ Head, like my big homies. You feel me? Check Dizzle. All
Facts.
big homies. You feel
Shout
me?
out
But it's just
Homegrown
like,
Radio, yeah.
shout out Hunger Radio. It's just so surreal sometimes. Like Head will like FaceTime me randomly, like it will just talk for 2 hours. And I just be like, what the fuck? Like,
we gotta
what
get
is my
Head on the
life?
pod, man. I've been
Okay,
hearing
come
his
on,
name.
Head, you know?
Everybody I hear, he's like his name has got brought up like in 4 different guests that he's touched or had something to
Yeah.
do with like their come or anything.
I mean, if you're gonna say Head, you gotta say Salas too. You gotta say
That's
Salas
another
too. I
one,
don't know
yep.
if anybody else mentioned Salas, but
Brian
I
Salas,
gotta
yeah.
definitely do my due diligence and shout out Salas because both of them have put me in so many like just different rooms that I feel like I wouldn't have been in before.
Right.
They really took a chance on me. Like West Coast Confidential, those are our executive producers.
Wow,
Head and
that's
Salas,
big.
Yeah, so I just have so much respect for them. Because they really put on for the city as fuck. Like a lot of people don't even realize like how much they do behind the scenes.
How about this? I could say this as literally someone from Moreno Valley, literally moving out to LA. Like I've been out here almost 2 years and I hear these people's name and it's in the most humble or almost like
Everybody is like, oh, I need to like, they are fucking
like they be like, yo,
amazing.
Cali, you need to meet. They're like people you need to like. I'm like, okay, I'll see them, but then they're like, yeah, they do this. I'm like, wait, EP did this, he do this. I'm like, they touch everything, but it's even if it's just like a word of advice or every artist that's came out of LA, it's like they're that new way, which is great to show because they've been out here doing it.
They really like what I like about them is that they're not afraid to pull up. Like, what you feel me? If you fuck with yourself, they fuck with you. You feel me? And that's why I feel like they was fucking with me because they saw me. They tapped in. I was about to.
Where did they see you? How did that even?
I'll tell you right now. So I was about to move to Texas, low key. Like my parents was moved. My whole family left and moved to Texas for the most part. My mom, dad, my brother.
Is this after college or before?
After college.
Oh wow.
They moved to Texas, and they were really like, Crystal, come on, like you feel me? Like why not? And me personally, I'm chasing the dream. You feel me? So like, I already have my shit going, kinda.
Yeah.
And I was really just like, dang, like should I do it? I was really like considering it. And they tapped in. Both of them tapped in with me on 2 separate accounts. It was like, nah, like you got something going, type shit. And ever since then, like that's where they saw me and how my work ethic throughout the 2020 year. Because 2020.
Oh, this is recently that this is gonna happen. Wow.
Yeah, 2020 is really when they tapped in with me. Because that's when the pandemic happened. Everything got shut down. I was still working every day, like all them underground parties, strip club shits. Like you feel me? I was working all the time, every night DJing. Like, and they really respected that. Because every other DJ, I was doing the fucking lives at one point too. A lot of DJs really just like sat down for a minute and really fell off.
And that's when you were like, nah, I'm
and I think that's probably one of the reasons why I'm like really kind of up right now too, is because like I never stopped. I haven't stopped. Since,
Facts. No, since I even was talking to you, you were doing 2-3 gigs, coming in, doing a rehearsal, do the rehearsal, then like, okay, I gotta go to a gig. And you'll change for the next gig. Already ready to go, like full wardrobe, ready to go.
Yeah.
So I'm very proud of you, honestly.
It don't be feeling like I'm doing a lot when I'm doing it. Until somebody tell me.
It's funny because that's the essence of work, though.
Yeah.
If you don't enjoy the process, you don't enjoy the process, it's weak. Like it's trash. It's work
miserable.
at that point.
I was at that. I had that before. Like to be real, like I was working at this place called Trunk Club, and it was like a stylist gig. You feel me? It was a stylist job, consistent, daily. You go in 6 days a week, work with customers, blah blah blah. And like I said, I don't like doing the same shit every single day. And that was something I was doing every single day. And I was like so miserable driving to and from work. Like I was over it. And now like I have to change it. Like if you don't like a situation, change that shit.
Right.
That's what we did.
Damn. It's funny because I did the same shit with I'm in that process now currently in my life. Like literally being able to be financially free with art immediate.
Yeah.
That's like the goal. And it sounds like, oh, okay, no, but it's like, nah.
No, it's legit.
It's like, what kind of lifestyle do you want to live, though?
Exactly.
Like, I don't want to really lose out on anything either.
Yeah.
I want to still do everything I do normally.
You only have one life, dude. Like, why not go after what you want to do? And that's what I've been realizing. Like, I've been a people pleaser when I was, like, growing up, I was a people pleaser as fuck. But it's like, you have one life, your own. You feel me? What's the point of, like, doing something that someone else wants you to do? It's not affecting you in the way you wanted to. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like it's really for someone else. So like, what fun is that? What the fuck? Like I'd rather satisfy myself right now.
If you don't feel your own, it's funny. I had Indica Sam on here, and we were talking, and literally we were talking about feeling your spirit and meditating and getting into that because you have to, because the world takes it from you. Literally walking out the door, you might get 3 text messages where you're like, damn, like,
like always something. It's always something.
And you just got to keep going with it, man. What fuels, how'd you develop that power, even going through that, or even develop that? Like, was it the pandemic going through that, or have you always had that, like, kind of fuel or power going through that?
Honestly, after the pandemic, I went harder. Well, I don't even want to say the pandemic had anything to really do with it. It was like the independence after that breakup. I'm not gonna cap, like, not even to put so much emphasis on that, but as women, as women, we tend to, like, when we really fall in love, we tend to, like, give our all to that relationship to where, like, your life is no longer your life. You feel me? And so once I had that, like, I was very dependent. Like, I feel like I was very codependent. And like once that was over, it was like, okay, either you gonna just like sit your ass down and just be sad all the time, or you about to just go hard. You feel me? And it's like that's kind of what really like did it. It kind of like flipped the switch. You feel me? I was like, I'm not about to just sit here and be a bum. Like, fuck that shit. I'm about to just like go up. You feel me? I always had these dreams, and I'm not even gonna cap. It wasn't even only the breakup. It was just like my parents leaving. Like, you feel me? Like, it was just a whole bunch of different things that just really just kind of.
You had a lot of breaking points.
Yeah,
you had a lot of points where you just had to like, you're just like, God damn it, God damn. Oh, and
it's like, you know, let me take control of my own life. You feel me? Like, I like to satisfy myself in all aspects. So like, I'll work hard to be able to satisfy myself in regards to like living the life I want to live. You feel me? Like, I'll sacrifice now to get some shit I want later. You feel me? I'm okay with that.
Love it. Wow, man. So how did you start divvying that to now? Were you always touring as a DJ?
No.
Because I've been seeing you on the road.
I manifested the hell out of that. Excuse me, I manifested the hell out of that. Like, that was the most insane. It happened so fast.
Talk about some of your first tour days. Like, who was it with? Like, who we worked with? Because I want you to like go into that a little bit. Because I know my first tour stuff, so I want to like just like, what was that like?
Okay, so my first technical tour, I did the Beano one, which was really recent. Like, I just started this tour shit.
That's dope, though.
That's one thing. That was my goal, too. So, like, I manifested the hell out of that. Any tour
I love your
shit.
first tour was with Beano. Like, yeah. So I manifested it. My first one was
Beano
literally
tour.
That's hard.
But I only did, like, a couple of days. So, like, I really personally didn't technically count it for myself.
You're so, it's like, doesn't matter. You're on the tour.
I mean, yeah, for sure. But my own, like, that... So, I mean, I count it, but I don't personally count it. You feel me? Like, I didn't
get to go. You hear the determination in her way? It was like, it's like, Kobe, well, job's not done, you know? Like, we still got some more shit to do.
It
wasn't
what, you feel me?
I love it.
I was so very grateful for the opportunity. I was there with Airplane James and Sham 1016. Shout out to them.
Shout out Airplane James, shout out to Sham 1016.
Yeah, I did it with them.
And I saw that beautiful party. Y'all was all dressed up in the blue dresses.
Oh my God, it was amazing. He had the Set Gala. He needs to do that. I think he needs to do that every year.
Hey, that look popping. That look vibe. And you look amazing, by the way.
It was really fun. It was really fun. Sham like really did his shit. He was like steezy. Everybody was steezy in there. Griff was there. This girl Zaya Bell, who actually worked at Trunk Club. Remember I mentioned that?
Yeah.
You know who Zaya Bell is? You gonna learn about her.
Put me up. No. You know, drop it here first. Like,
Zaya Bell. She's a vocalist. She's from the Bay. I think she's from the Bay somewhere up there. I know she's from up there. I'm from LA. I feel like LA be like, if they up there, you from the Bay.
I'm so glad. That was the most SoCal. That's why I was laughing. That was the most SoCal answer, how we feel. We love the Bay. That's like our brothers, but we're like, hey, man.
All the cities, though, you from the Bay,
Yeah, you from the Bay. It's just up there. And even the Bay be like, oh, they from SoCal. Like, they from down there.
Like,
or they just they from LA. And it just covers all the SoCal.
You feel me? So I'm sorry if I didn't say the right city, but
she's from Northern California.
She's from North Cal for sure.
Yes, I love it. Vallejo? The Bay. Well, there it is. To be,
I wanted to be specific for sure, but like I just didn't want to be wrong and specific.
Shout out Jan Cam with the quick Google. We here.
But yeah, she worked at Trunk Club with me, so I know her government, all that. She know my government shit, but like it's just dope to see that like we were both like side by side on the computer. It's like, damn, I want to do this. Like I want to do this. Boom, boom, boom. We both quit, left. Boom, boom, boom. Now we here. Like she got down. She was on the cover of like one of the Spotify R&B like
No.
breakouts, like one of them. Yeah, like
Oh
she's
wait,
dope.
this is happening. Oh,
No,
this is
yes, like she's fucking fire. Like,
so lit.
I really wish I could just name drop all the people she worked with, but I just don't want to be wrong. But like, she's really fucking dope as shit.
People though.
Yeah,
Hella
yeah,
people.
she really
Google
been doing
her.
shit.
Spotify. How you?
Zaya, ZYAH, Bell, BELLE. Like Beauty and the Beast Bell. Like
I
that.
love it. I love it. See, that was Big Cali World exclusive from Crystal. DJ,
Zaya Bell, she's dope as fuck. Amazing vocalist. She was giving like Jill Scott vibes at the event last Friday night.
See,
oh my god!
see.
You know what? Like I'm just gonna give her flowers. Like fucking Zaya, girl, you really doing your shit. She really just gives off like, and I love Jill Scott. That's another one of the people my parents would play.
Yeah,
Jill Scott is that bitch. My god, wow, she be nasty.
You ever listen to her podcast?
No, she got a podcast.
Yes.
Okay, no, I gotta listen to it.
It's called the J.ILL podcast.
Listen, that's my auntie that like my mama didn't want me to like talk to all the time.
She's the one that lets you smoke, but she talks to you about God the whole time and spirituality.
Yeah, like,
but she also lets you go out and party. Like she's cool.
But make sure you safe. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She'll
that's
cook
my
for you on the way out.
You feel me? Make sure I'm taken care of.
That's the kind of wife I need. I need that. I need a Jill Scott in my life. What up, Jill?
Make sure you good. Make sure you fed. Take care of you. You feel me?
I think that's like a fat dude's like
and
dream.
She nasty. That's what. Listen. Yeah. That's why I fuck with Jill because look, people be trying to be shy about that shit or whatever. She just outright with it. But it's like she like coy. You
it's
feel
art.
Me? You feel me? She play with her words or whatever. But it's just like.
If niggas don't listen to Crown Royal,
niggas
don't listen to like those.
That whole shit.
That whole cut.
Epiphany, my baby, like, goddamn, listen, come on, get in the bag, goddamn. Like, listen, Jill Scott is that bitch, no kiddie. She's amazing, and I just, like, I want to give her flowers too then.
Yes, so shout out Zaya Bell, shout out Jill Scott. You know what it is.
Okay.
We here, man. So, talk about you say you were going to a first tour, Bino.
Oh, yeah, that's what we were talking about. Sheesh. Okay,
you good. We here.
I just be going.
No, I love it because you're doing that much. So it's hard, like, you're like, oh, yeah, this too. This
happened.
How you think it's hard to talk? I talk this good here. Why you think I like doing this? I like hearing it. Because I do this all the time. I'm like, oh, yeah, we doing this, we doing this. Yeah.
Okay, so we was on tour.
But yeah, you would say tour,
I did the 2 LA dates.
Yeah.
Really did, like, a crazy job. Like, I not to toot my own horn, but it was, like, litty as fuck.
Yeah.
And that helped me, like that footage alone helped me to lock in the Kaylin For Real tour. That just happened. And that was my second tour that we just finished back in May.
How was that?
That was my first. That was okay. That's the one I really like count. Like
that's what you count.
Like, only because I like really was traveling. Like what? It
hotels,
happened so last minute. Yeah.
Quick. Were you guys on a bus or did you guys fly?
No, we flew everywhere.
Oh. Do you see how quick the trajectory is, okay? For all the artists out there that we have our crazy tours.
Nah, Kaylin, I was with my girl Kendi X though. Like she really took care of me.
I'm fucking with you. I love it though. That's so tight.
Yeah, Kendi X is like she's an amazing vocalist too.
And how about this? Why not? Because you're that fucking dope. You deserve to fucking fly.
I think I will say that like the first day, it was really cool. For them to react, just to feel their reactions of seeing me for the first time live, because they really took a chance on me. All they saw was a video, you feel me? So like you never know, like if you just caught a good moment in like a split second, you feel me? But like they saw it live, and they were like, "What? This is how you perform? Oh, you're locked in. You're staying." I was like, "Yes,
I love it.
Yes,
I love it."
So ever since then, like we've been locked in. That's who I just did the Vegas thing with too.
Damn.
Yeah, and it's really just dope to be a part of her process because she's still on her own journey too. And like, I really like that, I can kind of bring my expertise and really be behind her and push her to be the best her she can be too.
How do you like tour DJing as opposed to like DJing in clubs or DJing
It's so
strip
funny.
clubs?
I just posted that on my story and I was like, I'll take stage performances over a nightclub any day.
I knew it.
Any day. I'm a performer.
I try to tell you, I love festivals. I love concerts. I love DJ 30 to 45 minutes, but give you like
I go
a
hard.
lot.
Like
I'm giving you everything.
It's a show.
And then I'm playing the artist music, turning up, and then we're out.
Yeah, I would rather do a stage performance. Only because I just like to perform, like in the nightclubs, like they're cool and all you hear is my voice. You see me, you see my silhouette probably mostly.
Yeah.
What else? Like I stand still, like it's just a little DJ booth, so it's like I'd rather be able to be on stage, go twerk a little bit, invite someone on stage with me, just really bring the vibe in. Like at a club, I feel like, you're expected to play I don't want to say just one genre, but like
Mhm.
you're expected to do that genre. I don't know. I don't know how
Exactly.
to really explain it.
Club. We
Club,
want to
sick
dance.
club.
We need to dance
You feel
now.
me? At a performance, like a stage performance, I could freaking play, what's that fucking XXXTentacion song?
Oh, that. Beast.
No, I like
Now
Look
Roll
at
in
Me,
Peace?
Fuck on Me.
Oh, yeah.
Look at Me, Fuck on Me. I love that song by him. Like I love just like rager shit. Like
You
you
can
feel
get
me?
crazy.
You can get some
Have you
shit to
caused the mosh
mosh.
pit yet?
I haven't caused the mosh yet,
happening.
only because I want it to
It's
happen
happening.
eventually.
It's happening.
I'm scared though because I've been in a mosh and it wasn't
Are
pleasant.
you gonna jump in the crowd?
I will do that one day. I did
You
Key
gonna
Glock
just totally
tour.
rage out and
I did.
just go ahead and just jump out there and get lit?
Listen, I did Key Glocks. I did a Key Glock show.
You did a Key Glock show? I hate to sound like a fan right now, but I love Key Glock.
I did a Key Glock show.
R.P.
in the middle of the
Dolph.
Gatling tour. I know. Rest in peace, Dolph. Oh my God, that was a
lot.
experience.
So
That
was
was
this
fucking
post Dolph passing away that you did the show?
Post Dolph passing away.
So how was the Key Glock show then?
It was actually like while I was on a dark day for Kaylin's tour, I did the Key Glock show.
Do we hear the schedule?
Do you want to hear how insane it was?
Let's go.
I came in from New York, landed, got to my house, got the call, can you come do Key Glock show? Had to go straight to Orange County that same day.
And where's your house?
I was in Koreatown. Yeah.
So from Koreatown to Orange County. Ooh, that's about an hour.
I didn't even get to go to sleep. I didn't get to do anything.
Fresh
I
from
went
the
home,
flight.
I changed. I showered, changed. Real. I didn't have that much time to be honest, because that traffic from LA to Orange County.
Orange County, yeah.
Yeah, so I had to get there. Yeah. And when I tell you, listen, I'm not gonna tell you like what they said I couldn't play, but they were really like, okay, don't be nervous, like don't freeze up, like they might boo you and stuff. I was like, I'm nervous as shit. Like I don't know.
They gave
what to
you
do.
the pre-speech, like
they gave me the speech like 3 times. I was like, they was like, don't freak out. I was like, what the fuck happens? Like, what goes on? What is up with your fans? I don't know. But when I tell you, like, I was like, all right, so boom, give me some shots. They was like, what you want? Tequila. They went and laid their hospital. I can't even fucking talk.
Hospitality.
Hospital. I don't even fucking talk.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Hospitality.
It was beautiful. We hear.
Was insane. It was amazing. They like got me a whole bottle of Don Julio.
What venue is this? Shout out the venue.
It was actually like their people that did it, but
okay. My
the
fault.
venue was
the
well, then
don't worry about it.
It could have been. Like it was some girl that did it. But I think
well, you did the Key Glock show at the observatory?
Yeah.
That was you?
Yeah. Well, I wasn't.
Yo, no, the homies was there. They said it was lit the whole time. No, the homies was literally there. I'm not capping right now. Like, let's fucking.
I opened the show. They literally gave me that speech 3 times, and I was like, all right, so boom.
Observatory is not a. It's an easy crowd, but it's not an easy crowd. Like you gotta come with the
I don't
slaps.
even think it's necessarily like observatory crowd itself. It's really who that artist brings out. Like it's always different. You feel me? Like because I did observatory a couple times. Like, I did it. I think I just did it. Yeah, I did it with Kaylin. Recently too, and like that was a different crowd than the Key Glock crowd. So like it was still the same amount. Okay. However, it was just different type of people.
Different
you
people.
Feel me? So I had to play a different vibe. And when I tell you, like I started going in, and the I think it's his like road manager, tour manager, that came up. Shout out to Vic. He came up to me. He was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" It was like so cool.
Do you get used to that? Like everybody just being like, yo, what? Because I did the same thing. I said it again when you were just practicing warming up. I was like, she just mixed 6 songs.
I just be like, just being me. And it is dope to see like people's reaction of me. Like actually like, I just be like, I don't know if I want to be offended sometimes. They be like, damn, you actually good. But I'll be like, damn, like, all right.
I love it.
Yeah, I guess. Like, I don't know. I'll just be like, thank you.
I love it.
Yeah.
So, I want to, I don't want to take up all your time. So before,
I'm enjoying.
I'm about to say, I
It's
know.
us.
No, it's vibes. It's
Yeah.
vibes. I want to talk about your journalism career, your
cracking
media
up.
personality.
I want to say, don't say I'm a journalist because
Hey,
I don't
man.
even feel legit. I didn't even get no degree.
Here you go.
I ain't like.
See, these are the conversations I be having. Chris will be like, all right, I just do some things and interview some people and I just hang out. Like, no, you are on legit shows
Yeah.
that are on TV, that are on internet, that you could get them at like, people can see you 8 different ways.
Yeah.
So let's talk about how did that even start? Because I know you were talking about, Head
Oh,
and
yeah, I can
Silas,
say
like
how
giving
that
you
happened.
that chance. Well, like even like, okay, like what was it? West Coast Confidentials? Was that the first show or first time? Or
Well, I mean, Live and Unplugged was first, and then
wait, Live and Unplugged was your first time doing any kind of like?
yeah, and I'm like so embarrassed of like that finish. I'm not gonna cap. Like you could tell. Well, for me personally, I feel like you could tell it's my first time really being on camera like in that capacity. But when I got onto West Coast Confidential, I could tell you how that happened. Salas saw me and Gina separately.
Shout out Gina Views.
Shout out my girl Gina Views. He saw
funny as
us.
fuck, by the way. Y'all two together. I'll be watching shit. I'll be like, y'all feel
That
like
girl be cracking me
I feel like
up.
I'm listening to like 2 homegirls talk in the cut, and I'm like, why am I listening to this conversation? But it's so good. Like, I don't want to stop listening, but it's like I keep listening. And then I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna play this video real quick. Hold up. And we're gonna come back to the combo. I was like, oh shit, I bet. It's like a whole thing. So sorry, I'm bad to cut you
more
off.
into the conversation.
Combo is fine. Hey, I'm just putting it out there. Y'all might need to just go ahead and do a little audio thing. I don't know what's in the works.
I like the videos too.
I love the video. I'm just saying, even Pac, I'm saying like just all talking though. Like open format, everything. Just like your show, just everything. So anyway, continue to talk. So yeah, sorry.
Okay, so Salas
saw you and Gina.
Yeah, he knew about us separately. And I remember one day me and Salas were having like a 3-hour conversation on the phone. And he was just asking me like what I did, and like eventually like we ended up having a few more conversations. He's like, oh, do you know Gina? I was like, yeah, like we went to high school together. He's like, what? And he's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, we went to high school together. Washington Prep, shout out. Yeah, and he's like, well, you guys have like insane, like your energy, like it looks like it will work together. Like why haven't y'all done anything together or whatever? And like I low-key reached out on some like, oh, I'll DJ your cypher, but Salas was like, nah, like it needs to be more than that. Like fuck that shit. Like we need to do more. So one day he put us in a room. We conceptualized the show and we shot a pilot, and it went really well. Like it was just like, okay, we could really like with some like, little tweaks, minor tweaks or whatever.
Right.
Finding the venue, like the location we're gonna do it at. And that's kind of really how it went. Like, and in the beginning, it's so funny. Like we were just reminiscing. When we were like, damn, like first season, it was niggas would take like 24 takes to fucking get one shot. Like now we're knocking them hoes out one time. Like one take, boys.
Facts. No, same with this podcast. Like same with here. Like you can ask Jordan. Like when we first started, like it would be so much shit. Like I'd be like, okay, well hold on, like let's get this, or we'll go, and then like we'll ramble for like 3 hours, damn near. And I'm like, yeah, we're gonna get the whole episode. We need the whole 3 hour. Our fans are gonna sit here for 3 hours and listen to us straight debate LeBron James and
I'm cracking
a
up.
game that then happens.
Let's talk about basketball.
Oh yeah, because you got the clip. You know what? God, I forget you hit him from all angles. All right, for people that don't know,
I love me some basketball now.
You're
it's
in.
So funny.
You're in now.
Yeah.
You work with the Clippers. Like, you're there. You're at the games. You're on the floor. Talk about that, man.
I'm like, it's so funny because I was not a basketball fan to begin with. Like, it's the funniest thing. I wasn't. I didn't care. I didn't care at all. People will talk about finals to me, Lakers, blah, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck. Now, after like the whole season working with the Clippers, I was on Hoop Troop. If you don't know what that is, if you go to the game and you got a t-shirt from someone, that was me.
Let's go.
That was me. I be launching them hoes in the ground.
How about this? I always wanted to be the person to shoot that gun. I've always wanted to see is it powerful?
Yeah. Okay. So the one that's like the one that looks like a big like gasoline tank thing that has like I don't even know what I don't remember what it's called, but like it shoots things like that thing is heavy as shit. Do not stand in front of that. Don't let your ankle get caught by that. It's gonna take you out. Okay.
Damn.
And then there's another thing, the Gatling gun. I don't feel like I should shoot it because I feel like I'll take someone's head off. Like I don't.
Have you seen a mishap ever?
I haven't seen a mishap.
Have you seen someone knock a drink out of someone's hand? Like
no,
wow,
they're really professional about it. Like they give it to the right person. Okay, let me just put it that way.
Cool.
Okay, if they gave it to me, maybe that'll happen. But
I got you.
But it's a really cool experience.
Did you just like apply for that, or like how'd you get into that?
Well, I mean, I should have, but it was like
I should have.
I know people
God,
And
she's
so like I
professional
did still
now.
have to interview. No, I still have to interview.
Okay.
You know, like I could, because what if I was like bland? You know, like what if I was like.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that's just like
Yeah.
a normal everyday.
Nah, I still had to interview. You know, they still had to accept me. You know, and like they did take a chance on me because I didn't get to do the audition. Like it was past that, but I guess they still needed people.
Mhm.
And I talked to them. They loved me, and then I did a couple games because they still could have fired me if I was trash. I feel like they still could
Right.
have fired me for me.
Have you done anything like that ever in your life?
Well, like just like the basketball,
Like pep
thing?
rally, like
I
pepping
was
up
a
the
cheerleader. I was on dance team. I did a lot in my
See,
life. High
wait
school.
a minute. So you played baseball,
I can tell you,
softball.
high school. Yeah, if you think I was doing a lot now, it was always like this. High school, started with baseball on the boys team till they were like, okay, let's take this shit serious. Stop playing. Let's take this serious and get on the softball team. I was a cheerleader. I was on the dance team. I was in plays. I was a dancer. I was on the how do you call it? The student body, whatever the fuck. I was vice president of our senior class. I was vice president. I would do the announcements in the morning.
Of course you did the announcements in the. How was your morning go? He's like,
I would get
good
to leave
morning.
class.
What was your mascot?
I wasn't the good morning person. I did like a segment, okay? But like I still did it.
I wanted you to do the intro so bad.
I'm cracking
like, hello,
up.
Eagles.
This is general. We're the generals. We're the generals.
The generals. Well, hello, generals.
We're the generals.
Today we will be having spaghetti in the cafeteria.
I didn't do all that. Hell no. I don't remember what I used to announce, but I definitely did a segment. Like it was just amazing.
That's so tight.
I had AP classes. Listen, I was doing the freaking most.
And you went to college afterwards.
I went to college.
And graduated.
I actually helped start a team there called the Aztec Diamonds. We were the majorettes of the school. They didn't have that. It was PWI. They didn't have majorettes. And
damn.
This girl, Madeira, totally shout out to her. She was on the track team. And we wanted to get that team on there. So me, her, Tasha, like we conceptualized it, put it together. We got some backing from the track coach because we needed someone that actually worked there.
Yeah.
And it kind of grew into what it is now.
And it's still going on right now.
Yeah, Sweetie was on that team.
Stop.
Yeah.
I hate these facts. These are rare facts right now. You're fucking
if
me
you
up.
find those,
Chris,
like,
I never knew.
Those old ass
I hope
pictures.
people can see it in my face. I really didn't know none of this shit. We've never talked about. You did all that at like from 16 to what 21?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. And then
so like, how'd you have a social life?
Shit, it happened. It happened. You young, you feel me? You got time to do everything. Like you got time to do everything.
You're DJing at the same time.
No, I wasn't DJing in college. I was partying in college.
After you graduated. Okay,
after I graduated is when all the other shit started happening.
So was there DJs that you looked up to?
Yes, in college. Yes. Shout out to the Three Stooges they would DJ the Sigma parties. DJ Dash, DJ TUA. I forget the last DJ's name. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry. I just did all that.
Okay.
But the Three Stooges.
The Three Stooges. Nah. When I was in college, because I was at Clark, it was DJ Era. Shout out DJ Era. He's still killing it. DJ Infamous, that was on V103.
Damn.
DJ Iceberg.
These people be like changing our lives. They
like
don't even know
crazy. And I saw DJ Scream. Shout out DJ Scream.
Damn.
But I seen DJ Scream when Gucci Man first dropped First Day Out.
Yeah.
He played that shit.
Damn.
And I saw it. I heard it in the club, and it was crazy.
That song is special to me. I used to play that in the strip club.
It was beautiful. Good time in life, man. Shout out to strip club. Shout out, man. Strip club DJs don't get enough credit. It's a lot. I hate strip club DJs too. I hate that word because strip club DJs I feel could do. It's harder to me because you have to play so many different vibes, keep the energy up or down immediately though. It's not like
you gotta really read the room.
And your mic skills, unless you're like out here, like, because it's two different types. You could be like coming to the stage. It's diamond.
I'm sorry if you do that, my baby. It's so
you sound like it's a baseball game.
It sounds like
it's like crazy.
I don't like that. I can't stand those clubs. It's
like
so
I love the hood. Like, hey yo, we don't do no broke niggas up in this motherfucker.
When I tell
you ain't making no money, get the fuck out.
Listen. I be so into that. Like I'm so hot. Like,
you be talking shit on the mic?
I do. I mean, no, actually, I'm not gonna cap. I'm like not one of them. Like, but I'm so into the guys that do that shit. Is so sexy to me. Like, oh my god.
We ain't doing no.
My boo right now. He from Houston. He's so. Oh my god.
He
be doing that. He's a strip club DJ.
Word.
Oh my god.
So you date?
Can I tell you? He got I Love Strippers on his. Oh my god. Let me stop talking about him.
I love Crystal. This is really my homegirl, y'all. This is really my nigga right here.
Okay, we get some real.
Yeah, we about to really go into some real shit. We gonna save that for the Patreon. We gonna save that for the Patreon.
Okay, let me stop.
You got to subscribe for that one. Okay.
I'm gonna cut that clip out and send it to him.
I can't. So we touched on a lot of stuff, Crystal. No, honestly, and I like.
Now everybody gonna be looking for a nigga that got I love strippers right here.
I want you to. I want the hunt.
Every strip
I
club
love
DJ,
strippers.
take your shirt off. If he don't got the I love strippers, it's not him.
In Houston.
He not in Houston no more. Fuck, I'm narrowing it down crazy.
You said Houston.
He not in Houston no more. He just moved back out here.
See, now you narrowed it down again. Hey, she does this to herself. I didn't do anything. This wasn't.
I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah, I will figure it out. I love it. I love it.
We be fitting.
Crystal, so what's coming up, man? What we got going on? What can we drop? Any exclusives?
I'm like thinking like what can I tell you?
What can you talk about? What's going on good? I've been seeing a lot of movie sets or any kind of sets. I've seen a lot of backstage.
I do work on I do wardrobe on You Bet Your Life.
She does that also. By the way, another.
I assist. Yeah, I help with the contestants and stuff like that. Make sure they're not looking too crazy.
Do
I'm
contestants come up
assistant.
there looking crazy?
Yeah, sometimes I do have to be like, all right, you got to switch that out. Like, no, when I tell you, like,
Has anybody came in like with see-through shirt and like nipples
you
out?
you would be
like, weird
surprised.
shit?
Like, there was one time. I mean, it was his whole gimmick, but there was a guy named Santa Claus. Literally changed his name to be Santa Claus. And he wore a whole Santa Claus fit. I didn't have a problem with it. You know, I think that was just a really like interesting person.
Was it
His
like
wife
July?
Was Mrs. Claus.
Oh wait, this is real.
It was like September.
I was gonna say September. It felt
End of
like a
September
fall
or so.
thing to do. He was just
Yeah.
trying to get I feel him.
It was dope.
Did
you
he
feel
get on the
me?
show?
Yeah. He got on the show. That's how I met him. You feel me? Like he was there. I just had to make sure everything was in place. You feel me? His patterns weren't like fucking up the cameras or whatever.
That's
you
the
feel me?
thing.
It's a thing. Like no, you'd be surprised. Like that's why I be like wanting people to like really like look into do what you want to do type shit because there's like a job for everybody. Literally, like all I have to do sometimes is be like, okay, those patterns are gonna like fuck up the camera, so we have to switch that out. Like that stripe is a little too small for you feel me? Like little things like that. Like they need that kind of stuff for movie sets and stuff like that. You know, so just like really go for whatever you want to do. You know,
I love it.
It's something for everybody.
I love it. So. And I love how she still didn't answer anything I asked. I said,
I don't even know what you said.
What do you got going on?
Oh, yeah. See, I can't even tell you
She did so
everything.
professional.
I started to,
She
and
went
then we started going in.
She went and started talking to me about the stylist gig.
Well, okay. So basketball season has just ended, so you know that means it's about to start back up.
Are you ready for the Intuit Dome?
I'm
Are
so
you ready for the
but
Dome?
it's not happening until I think when is this? Did that happen this season?
I'm about to say, I thought it was like 2024.
2023, well, yeah, so it's still technically the season after this one. Because we got 2022, 2023 first. I'm just looking forward to season for basketball.
Kawhi coming back.
Kawhi's coming back. I know
George
it.
coming
Because he was walking around like he was healthy. Like last time I saw him, it feels like he's gonna be back.
So you
Paul George should be good. You feel me? And
you
like
made me
here's my
download
thing.
the Clippers app on my phone, by the way.
Period. Because look,
He said, "Hey, can you download the app real quick?" And I was like, I didn't even know why I did it. And I was like, wait, I don't want Clipper updates right now. I like the Clippers. But I'm a Laker fan.
Amen. I feel like I did change people. I don't want to say change people, but I definitely feel like I made people more aware of the Clippers and their presence because how the F do the Lakers lose to a ringless teams like 38 times in a row? Questions I need answers.
Okay, Crystal.
Questions I need answers.
I'm just gonna say this
Questions
really quick.
I need answers. But anyway,
I go
we
to a
can
Clippers
get back.
game and I was in a suite. Hanging out.
That's why you had the app. Why you talking about me?
Hold on. Shout out the homie. Shout out the homie
there.
Sean G. We were up there chilling. And I looked up and all the banners were blank. Like they put a blanket over
and that's
them.
that was the funniest thing to me. But it's just like
that is where the Clippers have went to the point where they have to cover
it's
up
just the way,
obvious championships.
Well, I mean,
it was a distraction.
obviously, why would we like put that shit there? But it's like
I love it.
Nah, but y'all argument is always, where are your rings? But it's like, okay, but how do y'all lose to us if we are ringless? Like, that's just what doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, we lose to y'all. We do.
Like, and it's not once or twice. It's like
See,
38 times. 38 times
you were
in
at
one
the
season.
games, too.
I was at the games. Like, I'm watching it.
And
like,
you're giving niggas live updates like, niggas is killing it up. Nigga, we out here. Like, wait.
Listen. They turned me into a genuine Clipper fan. Like,
I
it
do
wasn't
love the
just
owner. I'm not going to lie. I love Steve Ballmer.
Steve
He's
Ballmer,
lit. He's a real boss. He bought the forum.
You know what?
Just to flip the next building like on
Jerry
some real.
Westby there. Jerry Westby at the game.
Of course
and
Jerry's
he's
there.
So awesome. And I just think
the
he's
logo.
I'd be like, oh my God, you're so, like, I kind of fangirl a little bit. Like, he's so cool. Everybody, yeah, it's just like a dope experience to even just like watch the Clippers.
That's tight.
Just really like they don't ever like hold their heads down. That's one thing that I really fuck with about them. Like they fight to the end. You feel me? Like to where they
Right.
became a real threat. You feel me?
I will say this, and this is the last Clipper compliment I probably will give.
Come
for the rest
on,
of
it
the
ain't gonna be the last one.
Tyronn
motherfucker.
Lue is one of the best coaches
Oh,
in
for
the
sure.
fucking league. I will say that
Shout out to
because he had
Tyronn
very
Lue.
little of nothing and got y'all. He coached the fuck out of that team.
Listen, and I really love that about that team. You feel me? Like it's just that like Kawhi was injured majority of the entire season pretty much.
I haven't
You
seen
feel me?
Kawhi play in a
Paul
while.
George,
and I love
exactly.
Kawhi. Shout out to Murder. We here.
Paul
but
George
still.
was injured for a portion of the season too, and
Yep.
it's just like for us, for it to not even necessarily have our record falter like that.
Yeah.
You feel me? That means all the other players stepped up and really was like, all right, we
It's
gotta
time.
still do this
They're
without
sold on the culture.
you feel me? Like we gotta really do this shit without our quote unquote star players, our franchise players. We gotta figure this shit out, and that's what made me a real Clipper fan. So
that was so well.
yeah,
And the Lakers had the opportunity to get Tyronn Lue, but you know.
but y'all passed, and just like
Yeah.
y'all do. I mean, I'm not
It's
even
okay.
gonna talk
We-
shit about the Lakers. You
season's
feel
coming
me?
up.
I'm
We
an
got
LA
some
girl.
trades coming up.
I'm an LA girl at the end of the day. You feel me? So
I feel
like,
you. Now,
Lakers is still cool,
I can't
but
talk
I'm a
shit
Clipper
about
girl.
the Clippers in real life until they talk shit, and then I feel I have to defend
My thing
our
is,
our
we
17
really be going hard.
championships. We have
Stop
to defend
it.
those. It's a lot of them, so we gotta defend those. You know,
Amen. Amen.
you know. But I can't wait to see the
we
new
gonna
dome.
get our goddamn championship.
I can't wait to
at
see
some
the new
point.
dome. The new dome is gonna be beautiful. The
I
Intuit
can't
Dome
wait
in
because then
Inglewood.
we don't gotta cover them banners no more.
You gotta cover them up. They can just
we
be
gonna have
free.
some fresh ones and ready
You know,
for
and
our
then we
new
can go to
ones.
there, and then you know it'll just be a great dome.
When I tell you,
It's
I
gonna
feel
be
like it's about to be a Clipper era. Watch,
I
watch,
knew it was coming.
watch.
See,
It's
you can
coming,
never just give an
baby.
inch. It's gonna be Clipper forever.
Clipper era. It's
Shout
coming.
out my boy Blends in the barbershop. He's a big Clippers fan.
It's coming. It's more and more people wearing Clipper like paraphernalia walking around.
Shout out
now,
my boy
like,
Vince.
you feel
Another
me?
Clippers.
Shout out all
fan.
the Clipper fans because we out here.
Shout out Clipper Daryl.
For sure, I say hi to him every game. For sure, he's dope.
I
He
love
be
that
louder than the
stuff.
whole damn stadium.
I love that subtle.
arena.
Like I say hi to him every game. That's so lit. Like Clipper Daryl's an LA figure. If people don't know, Google him.
He was on the show, the Jalen show.
Really?
He was on there one time.
So lit.
Yeah.
So lit. See? Again, Crystal, the motherfucking DJ. I love it, man. I really
Okay.
appreciate you coming on, man.
Thank you.
This has been a blast. Like, honest, it's so much more. We could have went down like 5 different rabbit holes.
Literally, we like
Talk for
stopped a
another
lot of
4 hours.
conversations.
No.
We cut short a lot of conversations.
We did
Yeah.
for both of our goods.
Yeah.
We'll
We'll be here all night.
We here. We chilling.
Yeah.
But where can people see you? Where can people see your shows? Shout out everything. Shout out the team. You know what it is. It's your time to
It's
do
my
what you do.
time. You can find me on Instagram or really all social media platforms at Crystal the DJ. Everything's spelled correctly. CRYCAL the DJ. What else? West Coast Confidential is on YouTube. Make sure you guys subscribe to that. Me and Gina Views will be having
Let's
a season
go.
3. Oh, also shout out Chrissy B. We're gonna be having a live West Coast Confidential activation at her event called Music and Media.
Hey,
I think it's the
when's that
6th
coming
one.
out?
It's on. That's gonna be July 16th. It's live. It's gonna be. Dang, I don't. Where is it gonna be at?
Man, just
Look
follow
it up.
Crystal,
Yeah, it's gonna
it'll
be on
there.
Instagram. For sure, gonna be on Instagram for sure. But Music and Media. Shout out Chrissy B. We're gonna have a live West Coast Confidential activation that you guys can actually come pull up and meet us at. Excuse me. And then what else? That's it.
I love it. Nah, we gonna do some collabing soon though. I need you to cut on my records. That's what I was gonna tell you to do. Have you done that yet? Have you done mixtapes and stuff yet? Have you started cutting on mixtapes?
I
and stuff?
personally, I haven't done mixtapes. Like I don't do any hosting like that. For
No,
real,
I mean
but,
just cutting on
just
records.
literally cutting. I've done one before. But personally, that was like way. Oh my god, that was so early when I like freaking sucked though. So like maybe you'll get.
I got some bangers for you. I'm working on some albums.
Yeah,
so.
we'll get something going. Cause
Like right
that's
now,
my
the
bad
other
stuff.
studio's going on right now. Shout out Knockhouse. We recording right now.
Oh
both of
shit!
them. So
I hear it in the
we
background
doing it
too.
a lot. It's the whole
Okay,
vibe.
period.
So we here, man.
I like that.
Hey, but honestly, you're welcome here anytime.
Thank you.
Would love to have you and Gina back whenever, if y'all want, or just you, and Blair too. I gotta have Blair come.
Oh my god, you got to do a best friend segment.
I need that.
Because when I tell you, okay, all right.
Shout out Blair first off.
You gotta mentally
Skin
prepare
by Blair.
yourself.
Truth is it Truth?
True Skin by
Thank
Blair.
you.
Shout out my bestie.
I'm saving up to go ahead and get with her
Get you
because she's
official.
booked. You gotta book her. She's already.
She's booked and busy for sure. Shout out my best friend Blair. True Skin by Blair on Instagram. Yeah, if you bring her in, it's a whole.
We gonna
Listen,
have
it's
a
gonna
whole
be.
thing.
I'm not even gonna be this like chill. Like it's about to be.
No, we're gonna have shots going on.
It's
That's
gonna be
the
like
one.
it's gonna be some ugly laughing for sure.
I love it.
We're a mess together. So like if you do that, it's gonna be quite a show.
I love it. Well, I'm excited, man. Well, look, for this podcast, go to BigCaliWorld.com. Also follow the Big Cali World YouTube page. For all your podcast needs. Now, if you're trying to shoot audio, visual, go to productiveculture.com/podcast. In the How Did You Hear About Us section, put in Big Cali World, Argoon Radio, Big Cali told me about it. You will get that special discounted rate. All right. Also, for all your studio needs, anything you need, whether it's podcast rentals or just recording an album, vibing, go to Knockhouse LA. At Knockhouse LA, that's where we are right now, recording live. Feeling good, feeling great as usual. Shout out UTB Lifestyle. And once again, Crystal, I appreciate you coming on the show.
Thank you
honestly.
for having me.
For real, for real. It's the man with the plan. I ain't Clark Kent, but some of the ladies do call me Superman. It's your boy, Big Cali. Feeling good, feeling great. Crystal, thank
You
you.
still gotta make me one of them.
I got you all day. Let's go.
Big
We out.
Cali World all the time. Extra lit, extra lit, extra lit. Big Cali World all the time. Extra lit, extra lit, extra lit.